That's pretty awesome.
Where we at, Joe?
We are in Marlborough at Terracon, and though you can't see it right now, represent graphic policy on behalf of those two geeks. It's only one of us today, and let's see what's cool. everyone, I'm here with John from J&W's Wicked Puppet Factory, and I gotta tell you, John, this place caught my eye. I was just kind of trolling the con floor, and I saw a marriage of Jim Henson and Wes Craven, and I was like, what in the hell is this? I got to see this up close. So obviously we talked a little off camera. Kermit is Kermit, Elmo is Elmo. You got your mainstays, but what gave you the inspiration to put these two together?
It's always been something that's fascinated me, the connection with horror and puppets. And I just decided to one day start sketching Freddy Krueger as a Muppet, and came up with this one. Somebody started loosely calling them my Muppet Maniacs. So that's kind of brought me on to do Ash and Sammy, Regan.
I gotta say, so far, Ash is my favorite. That's the one that caught my eye. So you can't just be like, hey, I want to do puppets and horror. Like, clearly you've had talent in making these figures or dolls, however you want to portray them. Where did that come from? How did you start with that?
Boredom. I was always a Muppet fan.
Okay.
And I worked for a mortgage company doing 12-hour days, looking for something to pass the time when I got home, and I started building puppets.
But like, what? How did you build the puppets? Like, how did you know? Like, if you said, hey, to me, build a puppet, I'd go, all right, I'm going to Google how to build a puppet.
There was a lot of websites way back. I started this 15 years ago.
Okay.
So there was a lot of websites back then to kind of get the information from. And that's what I did. I started looking around, seeing what worked, what didn't work, and everything. Kermit was my main mission. There's been probably at least 15 different versions of that one that I've done. Elmo was another one. So yeah, just kind of took it from there, and the more people liked them, the more I did them.
It's amazing. I mean, I absolutely love this. This caught my eye. This is something different to me. Has there been a mixture of puppet and horror that hasn't worked for you yet? Like one that you're like, I want to try it, but I don't know.
The only one that I haven't finished yet that I've been working on was Pumpkinhead.
You would think that would work very easy, though.
It's something with the colors that just, you can't have it look so much like a Muppet. Like, and Freddy, you can get away with it with the burns and everything.
Yeah.
I haven't got quite the Pumpkinhead the way I like it yet.
Okay,
I will.
Fair enough. Outside of this booth, where can people get your stuff? Is it an online shop?
You can check us out on Facebook at J&W's Wicked Puppet Factory. We're every weekend at the Raynham Flea Market every Sunday, which we have a bunch of stuff there.
You look familiar. That's where you are, because I'm from that area.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Jeez, okay, small world. So yeah, guys, come on down to Terracon. Check out J&W's Wicked Puppet Factory. It's unbelievable. Let's get one more look at these great creations. Like I said, the Ash is my favorite from Evil Dead, but yeah, it's something about the Freddy that, I mean, if England was here, you would want him to check out that Freddy. So,
yeah, we were here last year with him.
did he see it?
He got a glimpse of it. The line was really long, but Freddy's mother took pictures of it.
No kidding. That is great.
She was here and she took pictures. And then we did a show in Pennsylvania, which was Mr. Rogers' country.
Yep.
So we started doing Mr. Rogers style puppets.
That's where I couldn't quite place what that design was. And now that you said Mr. Rogers, it makes total sense.
Yeah, it's something I'm always willing to try something new, and that was the next step.
Well, man, thank you for your time.
Well, thank you guys very much.
This is awesome, and good luck with the puppets.
Thank you very much.
Con for Graphic Policy. I am here with Stevie Oakes, the only live action Peter Griffin that matters.
That's right, baby.
So Stevie,
Hey Joe,
how is
your legs are working.
They are.
I love that for you.
How is this show treating you?
Amazing as usual.
Okay. So I imagine you get interviewed all the time.
Yeah, sometimes.
All right. We don't know each other very well, but
No, not at all. Not at all.
But what I wanted to do was just kind of ask you a couple questions that I think maybe people might be interested in. I know you've already come at the origin of how the Peter Griffin thing came about during the pandemic. But my question is there anything else other than Peter Griffin that you wanted to try first, or you're looking to try next?
First, no. I was afraid of doing the whole cosplay thing because as a fat guy, options are limited, even though they say cosplay is for everybody. But it really isn't, and especially for me, it was hard to find something that fit. And well, it was either I could be the Blob or Peter Griffin.
I think you made the right choice.
Me too.
Now, speaking of that, you're looking much leaner than the last time the audience has seen you.
Yes.
Lois put you on a diet?
Yeah. She cracked the whip and now I'm 74 pounds down.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So you've had quite a bit of notoriety in this. How many followers do you have on TikTok?
1.5 million.
It's not an easy thing to accomplish. So, did you think it was going to hit that high?
I wasn't expecting 1,000, let alone 1.5 million.
That's pretty cool.
And ballooned.
Ballooned, I would say for sure. Do you have any advice to anyone else who might be thinking, hey, this is my jam, but I'm a little too afraid to try?
Just do it. And I'm not making a Nike funny pun here.
It's just about to ask.
But it's just one of those things where if you just think and you don't have any action to the thoughts, what's the point of thinking? Just think about it, try it, do it. If it ends up not being your thing, it's not your thing. But if you don't try it first, you're not gonna know if it's not your thing.
Very well put. So, what are you looking to get out of this weekend?
Just see everybody who comes through and have some laughs, have some fun, make some content, and just be freaking silly.
Absolutely. And where can they find you if they already haven't?
You can find me on TikTok at RI Peter Griffin, Instagram at Rhode Island Zone Peter Griffin, Facebook at Stevie Oakes, and RI Peter Griffin on X or Twitter or whatever the hell, shitter, something like that.
And we'll be seeing you at Rhode Island, I presume?
We will be at Rhode Island, that is correct.
All right, I'll see you there, and family gatherings.
Perfect. Shut up, Meg.
Welcome back to Graphic Policy, and on behalf of those two geeks, I'm here at TerraCon in Marlborough, and I'm interviewing two very prestigious cosplayers, but they're not the story. This is the guest today, and so what's the deal behind your baby?
The baby. This is Baby Cool. And
Is it just Baby Cool, or is it, do you have a special name? Or?
just Baby Cool.
Just Baby
Just
Cool.
Baby Cool, yeah.
Okay, and
So, he took a very long time to make, but he's finally here. But he's growing very fast, as you can see. He's only about a month old.
Wow, he's grown pretty good for a month.
Yeah, he has.
So, I would have to say, I've seen you around the convention circuit a lot. We attempted this last year. It was fun. Got to know a little bit about you, backstory. But what I wanted to kind of come at a different angle today is when you choose to do a cosplay,
Yeah.
how much lead time and what goes into why you're choosing the cosplay? Is it something that's just relevant right now that you think is going to be hot, or is it something you're just so passionate about that's what you stick with?
So a little bit of both. It depends if something came out, obviously Deadpool Wolverine was a big hit over the past couple months. And I saw it and I was like, oh my god, I want to do Lady Cool. And then we decided to make Baby Cool. So, but yeah, it depends how much I love the character as well. You know what I mean? Because if I feel like I can relate to the character, I want to cosplay the character.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So it's not you wouldn't just be like, oh, Game of Thrones is hot right now. I'm just going to cosplay someone from Game of Thrones
I'll
just to.
play someone from Game
But
of
if you didn't have an attachment or a like for the character, you wouldn't choose it.
So if someone wanted me to, like if they wanted me to do it for like an event or something,
Right.
I would.
Okay.
I would. Yeah.
Okay.
So I like to make kids happy. You know what I mean?
And I don't think people understand what goes into cosplay. You guys don't just buy your shit off the rack. You know what I mean? You guys actually go and make all this stuff.
We make a lot of it.
So, like, like this costume? How long did it take?
So well, this was bought.
Okay.
But like this was made. The holsters. These
Shin
were made.
guards.
Yeah, the shin guards. Oh, sorry, baby. So
Use the
foam.
pump.
You get the material from Joanne Fabrics. You gotta sew it.
Right.
Add the zippers. You know what I mean? So that's what all takes: the time, the money. Trial and error. Sometimes it doesn't always work.
Yeah.
You got to start over, but it's all an experience.
See, I think that's where people get the disconnect. They're like, oh, it's costumes. It's not. Like, I can't do it.
No.
I love this stuff. If I could have the talent that you guys have, I'd be in a cape all the time somewhere, but I don't have the dexterity, I don't have the eye for it, I can't sew for nothing, so like I leave that to you guys. And I think it's just really cool because at a convention like this is tailor-made for cosplay.
Yeah.
This is where cosplay gets noticed a little bit more. And to the same effect, what goes into your choice? Is it similar to what she said, or?
Usually I try to relate to the character. Maybe not so much this one.
But it's very relevant for the
Yeah,
convention.
like, right, it's terror, but I try to do like a mashup of a Harley Quinn, which I usually do. I totally relate to her.
Right, so anyone who's followed you, they know that like you adore Harley. And so far you've found matchups that just work great. Like one of the favorites I have is the Casey Jones.
Thank you.
That was so cool.
Thank you.
And I think it's understated because it probably sounds like a very simple idea. Oh, let's do a hockey mask and jeans, but it's not. So what I also wanted to ask is, so what guys got you started on all this? Like, what made you say, I'm going to do this instead of just going to conventions? I'm doing this.
So
You first.
I grew up with it. Growing up in the 90s, my dad would have cosplay parties every weekend. Star Trek.
That's incredible.
And that's like what I grew up to. Throughout my childhood, he would randomly dress up as Freddy Krueger, wake me up in the middle of the night. My parents would bring me and my friend to parks. He would show up later as Freddy Krueger. One time he showed up to Chuck E. Cheese as Freddy.
Wow.
Yeah, like my dad was wild, and that was my life. So I've always been in the cosplay world because it's fun to me.
Yes.
And I've always liked making things. I love drawing. I love painting. Just make what you see, bring it to life.
Very creative and just pulling it into like the four-color world, which I think is cool. And same with you. What started you on this? Obviously, you love Harley Quinn. Was that when it started, or have you always been into cosplay?
So, I did grow up as a Harley fan since the animated series, but I saw Suicide Squad, and the first thing I actually did was I got this tattoo from the movie. And then I started to get inspired to actually cosplay as her. I did my hair. I do this year round. I started buying the bits and pieces, put it on. Went to my first Comic-Con by myself, Fan Expo Boston by myself. And I saw how much fun it was and how excited people are to see the characters come to life. And I just continued and I tried different characters.
And Harley's your trademark, so that's good.
Yes, like it. Want to wear it.
Fair point. I appreciate both your time and yours too. Where can they find you?
Most of my tags are bioweapon _ Lakota72. Or my link tree, Lakota72.
And you?
So I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter /X, Twitch, and you can find me at Sophia Cormier.
All right, well, that's where you can find them online, but you can find them in person at TerraCon in Marlborough. Who's coming in?
And the baby.